an interview with Peter Sunde. Could you call you the co-founder of Firebase?
Yes, I'm one of the co-founders. Yeah.
You spoke in your speech in the next web about the why. What was the why concerning the founding of Firebase?
For me, it's about equality and access to information for people, so that people would have equal access, no matter what kind of the market structure would be. That in countries like in Western Europe or in the United States, there's a lot of people that have access to information. But go to Brazil or Argentina or the Ukraine or Kosovo, people don't have the access to this information. So for me, it was about like having a level playing field, and that was the important thing for me.
You spoke about the fight back. What is exactly the fight back?
So for me, it's like getting the power back from now centralization, which I see as the biggest problem. Like we have a dictator called Mark Zuckerberg that no one is doing anything about getting rid of. And that is for me, like we need to take back the charge of our infrastructure. Like the internet is supposedly the most democratic tool in the world, but it's now the most centralized kind of political system we've ever had.
Why is Zuckerberg evil? Why is he? You call him a dictator? Why?
Yeah, because I didn't elect him. Did you elect him? Did you vote for him? Who voted for him? Like we have a person who runs our lives, runs our ideology. He dictates the terms of our culture, what we are allowed to share or not, and we can't even vote for him or throw him out of office. So for me, that is the definition of a dictator. That it doesn't matter if it's good or bad.
I can leave Facebook. So
yeah. So I'm not on Facebook. I never get invited to parties. I never see the updates of my friends' child pictures, for good and bad. But these are the things. You're now outside society when you're not on Facebook. And Facebook is becoming more and more important. Twitter is becoming more and more important. All of these systems are becoming more centralized, more important, and you have to be on these and these platforms. Like if you have a kid who goes to kindergarten, if you're not on Facebook, you're not going to be able to talk to the other parents. These are now actual problems we have in real life. And this is what's kind of becoming more and more centralized, and it's becoming more and more that way, which is going the wrong way if we want to have a democratic situation. So for me, this is a really bad problem, and we're not doing anything about it. It's going worse all the time. So yes, this is a really shitty situation.
So you really started some sort of revolution when you all launched Firebase, or not? Is there a link between Firebase and the fighting back towards all these social media networks?
Well, not social media maybe, but more like the narrative of who controls the internet and who controls the infrastructure and who owns culture. Because what you see is like with Spotify, if you take an example which came after Pirate Bay, the record company is now controlling our culture again. They're controlling the music we can listen to. They take music out of Spotify if they don't like the music. They're dictating the terms of what we can and can't listen to in certain countries. So they are influencing, for business reasons, they're influencing my cultural heritage and my cultural experiences. And there's no point to that. It's like just they're doing this for business, and I'm not.
But I'm a huge fan of AHA from Norway. But they were in Amsterdam a month ago. I went to the concert, but they're sharing like video recordings of their concerts and the music through the internet. So I mean, it's on their website and sometimes using Twitter, on YouTube as well.
Yeah, exactly. So if YouTube decides they can't be on YouTube anymore, what are you gonna do? Like, oh yeah, they're gonna nothing. So we have these companies that control the infrastructure. It's centralized. It doesn't really matter what you want to do. If they're not on YouTube, you're not going to listen to them. You're going to go find something else. So they have influence over our everyday life, and that is a democratic problem.
Okay. So the world's gone bad.
It was always really bad. It's just gone worse all the time. That's the thing. Like there's no revolution involved here. It's just like hyper evolution. It's really, really quick evolution. Because revolution, at least there's like some sort of leader. At least there's some ideology. But we've had capitalism as an ideology for a long, long while, and now like we gave them all of these tools to have like ultra capitalism, and really like embracing capitalism. Every country in the world is like, internet is great. It's like, but internet is becoming like the founding pillar of capitalism right now. They were really good. The capitalists were really good at understanding the value of the internet. And on the other side, we, who are not capitalists or even like don't want like a controlled society like capitalism, we have this issue that we don't understand that it's a capitalistic thing that we're supporting. We could make it something else, which is the view we have. We still have this view that the internet is an open, free, democratic, decentralized system. We're not using it that way. So in reality, we don't have that. But so it's a question of narrative, and we're listening to the wrong one.
Imagine you're a leader, a new kind of leader, operating from the Scandinavia. What kind of leader should you be?
If I was a leader, I would, I would resign because I'm not a good leader. So that's what Mark Zuckerberg should do as well. He's not a good leader, so he should resign.
What should leaders do nowadays? I mean, Obama is using social media, etc., for his elections and for dialogues, etc. So he's quite open. I mean, he's a good leader or not?
Well, depends on what the definition is of a good leader. Like, he's good at organizing people. He was also the U.S. president who has killed the most amount of people. So is that a good leader? There's definition. There's terms and nuances that we need to talk about here. Like, most people in the world like Obama. He seems to be a lovely guy. I would probably like to hang out with him, but his politics is something different than how he is as a person. And we see one thing, and then we smile like, Obama. And then you go to Afghanistan, like, yeah, Obama, he's the one who killed my family. This is the definition for them. We need to understand both sides of the story and have nuances because a lot of the thing in the media is really binary. Like, you're for or against something. You don't have.
Peter, you killed the film industry, or not?
I hope I did kill the entertainment industry. We never did that. We made them more powerful, because the problem we did with Pirate Bay is, like, we helped the entertainment industry get their movies everywhere. And, so we're partly responsible for spreading shit like Harry Potter. Like, it would be better if we banned all of that shit. But then again, we are not, my view and my politics is I should not decide for other people what they can and can't do. But I want a discussion and a dialogue about that. And, we need the discourse, but we can't really, people made bad choices. So people download Harry Potter, they download, these and these movies when there's better movies. So we empower the movie industry that way, and we empower the entertainment industry that way. But maybe we should have educated people more about why that's wrong.
Okay. Final question. You're into some sort of new applications called Future Plus. Could you explain what it does?
So Flatter Plus is the system Flatter, which I created 6 years ago, which is a micropayment platform about sustainable funding for creators, which is where everyone is welcome. We don't discriminate content or anything. So it's a really different way of looking at value and how to fund things, no matter who you are. So it's an automatic payment system where you subscribe to just give out money to people that create things on the internet, and our application basically understands what you want to give money to and does that automatically. So you don't have to think about it. You just go around and you spread money around when you take part of content, when you engage with things on the internet.
So you're going to fight PayPal?
No, well, we use PayPal as a way of getting money into the system. Like, PayPal have enough fights. Everyone hates PayPal, so that's an issue. I don't want to be a bank. I just want to do things that are interesting and fun, and being a bank is not fun.
Hey, could you give the main reason for the Dutch and Belgian viewers to use your micropay system?
It would be because there's an additional revenue stream, I would say. It's not that you have to take away anything else you do. It's just like you add something, so it costs you nothing. You might just get money. And also, really important is that you should use it in order to actually fund good quality. So with Flatter, we can actually fund quality work instead of funding clickbait, because the whole system is based upon the idea of finding out what's quality or not. So I think it's a great tool, and we just need to get it to scale. And we're now working with AdBlock Plus, which is the biggest extension in the world for browsers, which they're going to push this in the system. So their estimation is that I'm not a business guy or anything like that, but their estimation is that we're going to push $500 million to the system next year, which is quite a lot of money.
Thank you, Peter Sunde. Enjoy Amsterdam. Thank you.
Thank you.